Hello, I'm Janine, and you're at Acorns and Threads, or actually I'm at Acorns and Threads, my shop in Portland, Oregon. This is a video about cross stitch, and hopefully one of these days I'm going to be able to post the first video I film instead of the second or third. This is number 2. I did one yesterday, sitting down in a different location, and realized I don't like doing that. I need to be able to move my hands and I guess shift my feet. So that works better. So anyways, this is take 2. Welcome. I'm here to talk about some stitching that I've done and Needlework Expo. It's going to be short unless I can convince Lori or Jen to also film a bit on this. So Needlework Expo is coming up this weekend. I'm going to be shopping Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. This is in place of the postponed and then canceled Nashville Needlework Market. It's the market where the whole needlework industry descends upon Nashville, and we have a great, fun, exhausting weekend of seeing friends and seeing new designs, and just a lot of fun. But this year it's going to be virtual, and I think it's going to be also a lot of fun. And I think this year, for the first time in a market in a long time, I'm going to be able to get to each and every booth, because normally you have, I think, 9 minutes, 7 minutes per booth to get to, not counting walking the floors, bathroom breaks, lunch breaks, talking, and I'm known as a talker. So it's not enough time to get everywhere and do ordering and see everything. So this year there's a little bit more time, and there's no walking. There's no walking time. Hopefully there'll still be yakking time, because that's what makes it fun. So if you have pre-orders, I have not put anything online. I am actually working on a new website. I'm trying to work on the website and a new point of sale system and a new e-commerce shop. So you will eventually be able to buy online, but that is no way was going to be ready for this weekend. Still going to take some time to get that ready. But in the meantime, email us your pre-orders. I'll have the emails below. Let us know what you want. It helps me spend my shopping budget. And also, if you want things kitted, we're happy to do that. We don't always have everything in stock, but we can certainly substitute. And if we really don't feel there's a substitute, or you really want to do called for and we're out, we keep track of that. That is what we do here at Acorns and Threads. We can't possibly have everything here, although I try. We do a lot of special orders, and I keep track of it in a spreadsheet, so we are happy to kit things up for you. Just let us know, and we'll call you or email and figure out what you want. So there is Needlework Expo. I also am going to show you my stitching, because I have been doing some stitching. The first thing I'm going to show you in my bag with a cute little scissor zipper pull is a blackbird design that is the Mighty Acorn. It's been a fun stitch, really has been. I started it January 1st. It's my New Year's Day start, and I have 3 corners done, which is amazing. And so I have cut my fabric. I started with a narrow piece, so this was the width, but I cut the bottom off. Because look, I'm on the bottom. Sorry, I didn't iron it. But this video wouldn't have happened if I'd had to iron everything. So I'm having fun with that. I'm doing all the little fiddly bits all around, and I'm saving the big giant house for last. So then I just have a big swath of stitching to do, and then it's done. So there's that. I also wanted to show you my last year's focus stitching, kind of, which is Ann Thomas. Man, I love this. Such a beautiful, beautiful piece. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this, hope you're sitting down. This piece I'm doing with the called for cottons. Absolutely everything called for, no changes. But it's done on 40 count Lakeside buttercream. And I love, it's not a good, kinda, not really a good representation. It's a nice creamy, oh there we go, that's not bad. It's a nice bright color. And Thomas, I am doing on 46 count Weeks Dye Works Mocha, and I love it. So pretty. This is the called for silks, the Soie d'Alger. It's a little plump on the 46 count, and I love that. And look, I'm over on the right hand side, so I cut my fabric. Huh. It's just so pretty. Eventually I'm going to get down to the bird. That's my plan, is to work down to the lovely Walter and get him in. So much fun. And then I also wanted to show another sampler that a bunch of people are doing that I started a while ago, which is the Smith sampler by Scarlet House. So fun. Oh, hands across the sea. You could see that in the thing. So who knows what I'm doing here, forgetting everything. So Smith sampler, I have changed the colors, most of the colors, not all the colors I've changed, because I wanted it to look more like the picture. I loved the model when I saw it at market. Just loved the model when I saw that at market. But when I got home, back to the shop, I said, I want to do it closer to what the picture looks like. So I've switched a few colors out. The main color choice is, instead of using, what is it, Technigold, I'm using Iguana Green for a little softer. And this is on Lakeside Vintage Pearl Barley dye lot from several years ago. That's perfect. Got a little bit of a green cast to it. That's actually a good color right there. A little bit of a green cast to it, and it's just really fun. And seeing everyone posting pictures on Instagram and talking in their flash tubes, I really should get back and do a little bit of that. Jen is stitching on that as well, and she's used my conversion and changed a couple of things from that. But for the most part, because she's using different fabric, so some of my colors didn't work on her fabric. And hopefully we can see her piece on that as well. So I am at Acorns and Threads, you can tell by the displays, and you might have noticed that there's some models. We used to have shop models all on the wall above the slat wall. Well, those all came down because we're doing a bit of construction. So pardon our, hopefully not so much dust, but the doctor next door retired, and so we're taking a swath of that spot. We're not taking the whole space, but we're taking a stretch of that, and we're busy having contractors do work on that, and it'll be great when it's done. We're going to have more room in this shop. We're going to have more room in the back, so we can do hopefully a second shipping station. It'll make things much easier when we've got special things going out. We can still do the regular shipping on that. So exciting things happening. Watch this space. It'll be different and it'll be fun. So thank you so much. I'm sure I've forgotten something I wanted to do or say, but there's time for another video. So thank you so much. Bye.
So
You're on. You're on. Jen, what have you been working on?
Well, not enough, but
What?
both Janine and I have been doing Smith sampler. So I mainly only work on 32, and it's kind of funny because you started from the top and I started from the bottom, but she's doing it on a different count, so we could kind of Frankenstein them together. But so our colors are similar. I started with hers, and then because my fabric was slightly different, and then probably what we had in stock too, I changed a couple of the colors, but we have conversions for them here if you need them. So it's funny. I was thinking about it, and when I first started doing the stitching that wasn't a kit or something you'd buy from a store, one of the craft stores, I did a lot of the Prairie Schoolers, and those are samplers. But I think this is my first big sampler that's not Prairie Schooler. And so I really like the Gloriana silks, and so most of the silks in this piece are Gloriana. And doing it on 32, I am using 2 strands, and with the Gloriana, it's just really fluffy, I've found, and I really like working with it on 32 because you don't see the 2 individual strands. You just, it just sort of blends together and you don't see that as much. But I was in this shop one day and there was another client that was doing the Smith sampler too, and maybe she'd even finished it, I can't remember, but I was talking about how, and this shows how neurotic I am, but there's 2 peacocks at the bottom, and in the pattern, one of them is spaced differently than on the other side.
Oh yeah.
And I was making a comment, being neurotic about that, and she said that, well, that was probably true to the original sampler, and I guess I hadn't thought about that. So my piece is no longer true to the original sampler because I moved the peacock. I ripped it out and I moved it. So, but I really like this one. I need to get back to working on it. I was finishing a section a week for a while, and so I think I'm on about the 3rd section. There's 5 or 6, but very much enjoying this one. And so if you guys are interested in doing it also, then we have the conversion list for it.
Yep. When they buy the threads.
Yes, when they buy the threads. And what was it originally? Cottons?
No, it was still silk.
It was
a
silks?
different
Oh, that's right.
a different colorway.
Yeah, the picture looks different. I don't know if you can kind of see the picture, but the picture is a little lighter, and the colors, once we pulled them, were just a little different. So I think that's why you originally pulled other colors.
Yeah, I wanted it to look like the picture.
Yeah. But here's how I'm working this. There's multiple pages, and so I've put them in the little slip sheets that you can buy at like office supply stores, and then I can just flip through it when I need to. So, thank you.
This next bit was filmed a while ago, but it's really cute, so I decided to include it here. So, enjoy. All right.
Thank you.
Welcome to Acorns and Threads for the start of a new series, which is, what were you calling it?
Highlighted customers.
Highlighting customers. And we had our first volunteer because it was her idea. So therefore, I have her. Let me introduce you to Emily.
Hi.
Emily,
Yes.
what'd you bring for us today?
I brought in something to be finished by Jolynn.
It's so cute.
Appropriate for 2020.
Yes. Vote. Everybody vote.
Yes, we should be getting our ballots in the mail. I think
Please.
they're sending out today.
Oh, good.
So yeah.
Yes. And you said that she did do one for you already.
She did one already, and I quickly stitched another because my first one was a gift, and I wanted this to be for me. So.
Yes. And our deadline, the deadline is Friday. So she quick like a bunny.
Yes, quick like a bunny. That's true.
Last night.
Nobody ate dinner for a week because I was stitching.
No, you gotta have priorities.
Right.
What are your
Hot
priorities?
pockets, everybody.
Right. At least you didn't make them eat SpaghettiOs.
That's right. That's right.
Which is actually one of my favorite things.
Yeah, my husband probably would be happy with that.
With meatballs.
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah.
That was one of the things when I went to Ireland. I looked for SpaghettiOs, and they call them spaghetti hoops, and they're horrible.
But it sounds cute.
I didn't like them at all.
Hoops?
But
That's cute.
spaghetti hoops,
That's fun.
they were cute, and they didn't have meatballs.
Dang.
I know, one of those things.
Back home for what you
I had
like.
people ship me SpaghettiOs occasionally.
Oh, nice.
Kind of been off those for a while though.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Yeah, a lot of salt in those.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's some vitamins and nutrients
Yes, I think so.
in there.
Yeah.
That's what they say on
It
the
is
label.
Yeah.
So
And
must
that
be
never
true.
lies.
No.
Just like the internet.
Just like the internet, because if it's on the internet, it's got to be true.
That's what Abraham Lincoln said.
Exactly.
Okay, then we should have some of that. Let me go.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
I
And
just
then
heard
we'll
that
put you on
French
the list
model.
to get
Oh.
That
the other
French
two
model on
parts,
one of
yeah.
the commercials, it said. It's on the internet. He's a French model.
Oh,
on
that's
dating.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.